Hey guys, let's get more news from Steelers, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Steelers QB Kenny Pickett responds to rumors that he refused to dress as a backup in Week 17. It has been allowed 24 hours for the Pittsburgh Steelers. In particular, there has been a lot of noise surrounding the quarterback situation. Rumors began swirling that Kenny Pickett refused to dress as the backup quarterback in Seattle for Pittsburgh's Week 17 game against the Seahawks. Pickett was medically cleared ahead of the game, yet didn't dress, which raised questions. These questions led to a sourced report from Derek Bell of Steelers Now, saying that sources told him that Pickett did not want to dress as the Steelers' third quarterback, and that was at least part of the reason he was inactive. Pickett addressed these rumors today ahead of his media availability. "I saw reports out there that I felt were attacking, my character and how I am as a person, not even getting into the player standpoint of it. There was no talk of me being a backup quarterback this week in terms of being the number 2 quarterback. If I was healthy enough to play and the trainers and coaches felt like I looked good enough to play, I was going to start and play. If they believed that I was not, which they believed I was not going to dress and suit up for the game." Whoever reported that, I don't know where it started. It's kind of crazy what people write and put out there to try to prove their point or help their standpoint or their careers, and what you guys do. But, disappointed to see that without any proof or basis of it. Pickett concluded his statement by saying that he will be the number 2 quarterback this week when the Steelers take on the Baltimore Ravens in the final week of the season. The Pittsburgh Steelers will have a major shortage at quarterback for the next few weeks of the NFL regular season. The franchise's starting signal caller, Kenny Pickett, will undergo surgery on his injured ankle this Monday, and will be out for 2 to 4 weeks, sources told Jerry Dulac of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Pickett suffered the injury on a red zone run in the second quarter of Sunday's 24-10 loss to the Arizona Cardinals. Mitchell Trubisky, who replaced the 25-year-old starter, also had a recent ankle problem, but trained hard all week and was able to perform. Kenny Pickett returned to the Steelers' sideline wearing a boot. However, he wasn't the only injured player in Pittsburgh this Sunday. Safety Minkah Fitzpatrick broke his left hand, although he put it in a cast at halftime and finished the game on the field, according to what head coach Mike Tomlin said after the game, according to Brooke Pryor, from ESPN. Pickett completed 7 of 10 passes for 70 yards before leaving the field. Trubisky completed 11 of his 17 pass attempts for 117 yards and a touchdown during the team's loss. However, their only score came late in the fourth quarter as the Steelers trailed by 21 points. Kenny Pickett's struggles in his rookie season continued into his second year in the NFL. He is just 2,140 yards, 6 TDs, and 4 interceptions, with 2 of those TDs coming in the last 9 games. However, his improvement was evident after the dismissal of former offensive coordinator Matt Canada. Rumors swirled that Kenny Pickett refused to back up Mason Rudolph in Week 17. The Pittsburgh Steelers and starter Kenny Pickett officially have a massive PR problem on their hands. Just a day after Mason Rudolph started his second game for the Steelers this season in the aftermath of an ankle injury to Pickett, rumors had begun to swirl that Pickett was inactive in Week 17 not because of a lack of reps, but rather because he refused to be the backup to Rudolph. The rumor had originally been sparked by a tweet from Mark Madden on Monday, a radio personality in the Pittsburgh sports scene featured on 105.9 The X. There have been no formal reports on the rumor from trusted team insiders, but others familiar with the team, including Mark Kaboly of The Athletic, have noted some of their own skepticism about how Pickett's inactive status played out in Week 17. Just 11 minutes before Madden's comment, Kaboly himself tweeted, "KP didn't dress because of his health yesterday, but 12 hours later he's fine and health is not an issue." It's worth noting that Tomlin stated in his Monday press conference that Pickett was, in fact, medically cleared to play in Week 17 despite being inactive, citing a lack of reps as the reason he was inactive. However, Pickett has logged limited practices in each of the Steelers' team practices over the past 2 weeks. Then, of course, there's the fact that Pickett has started 24 games over the past 2 seasons. Why would his availability hinge on mid-season practice reps? In examining the situation in its entirety, the sum of the facts and the explanations provided for the sequence of events does seem questionable, or at best, odd, to say the least. Still, it would be irresponsible to jump to the conclusion that the rumor is true without absolute confirmation. If it were true, it's a damning look regarding his ability as a leader and his contributions as a team player, which would certainly seem reason enough to justify questioning the future of the position even beyond his results on the field. The Steelers have historically been a team that's known to keep their family drama in-house, so unless a source inside the building decides to speak out on the matter, it seems unlikely that fans will receive confirmation regarding the rumor's validity at any point. If Pickett didn't dress in Week 18 against the Ravens, it would seem possible that the rumors were true. Only time will tell. Breaking Steelers, La'el Collins to Steelers for training, subscribe if you're fit. Once upon a time, La'el Collins jubilantly saw himself as the Steelers' bodyguard, not to mention one of the Steelers' QB's best friends. A second chance to get it back? That's the word now, as NFL Network reports Collins is heading to Frisco for a workout that could lead to a signing. Linebacker Damian Wilson also came to the Star as part of another possible meeting, as first noted by ESPN. For Collins, it was never about talent. At the end of the day, it was about professionalism. Did Collins learn about a way that could help Steelers? Collins, a premier offensive lineman when he entered the NFL, is now 30 and spent most of this season as a free agent after being released by the Cincinnati Bengals. He has a chance to be a solid off-the-couch addition to a halftime Steelers who are struggling with good health. An undrafted free agent out of LSU due to controversy over his past, he would have been a first-round pick otherwise. Collins spent most of his career with the Cowboys. He started 71 of the 74 games he played for America's team and demonstrated positional clarity while helping the rushing line become one of the best in the NFL by mid-2010. But the Cowboys grew tired of some of their behaviors. Problems as he struggled with both his physical condition and conflicts within his presence in the NFL's substance abuse program. After Dallas was released in 2022, Collins signed a 3-year contract with the Bengals worth $21 million. He had a good start. There, he started 15 games at tackle, but suffered a torn ACL and MCL late in the season that set him back. And now Collins as a veteran sidekick? We are prepared to know where he is, physically and otherwise. And you fan, what do you think of the La'el Collins situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.